Most of the limitations we have do not exist in reality. They exist only in your own mind. And one of the starting points of great achievement is to start questioning those self-limiting beliefs and throw them off and act as if they did not exist. And when you act as if they didn't exist, lo and behold, they simply disappear.
To be successful, you must become a person with a great capacity for belief. And the place to start believing is with yourself. You should begin by recognizing that you were born with the privilege of complete control over your own mind. You should also recognize that by the application of the master key to success, which I am passing on to you through these visits, you can take full possession of your mind and make it yield you whatever you demand in life.
When you're working on something you want to achieve, you have got to stand up to that voice. You've got to sell yourself every day on your abilities, on what you're doing, on the goal that you want to reach. You've got to sell yourself every day, every day, every day. According to your level of belief, it will manifest itself in what you're doing. Whatever we have right now, whatever we're demonstrating in our lives, is a result of what we believe subconsciously that we deserve. And part of increasing that belief level is that you have got to convince yourself every day. You've got to sell yourself.
Go where you feel comfortable. Do what makes you feel good. That's why people that are doing what they love never have to work again. They spend their whole life in a wonderful vibration. The person who truly understands how to pray puts himself in a wonderful vibration. I want to suggest you study it and understand this. You will attract to you whatever you're in harmonious vibration with. You are in control of the vibration you're in. Control your vibration. Control the flow. There's an energy flowing to and through you. And when it flows into your consciousness, it has no form. Our thinking gives it form. And as we internalize it, it controls the vibration the body's in. When you're in a good vibration, good ideas flow into your mind. You'll see a better way of doing whatever you're doing. You'll improve whatever you're doing. And that's really what you want. You want to get magnificent results. Make good things happen. Keep yourself in a high vibration.
All science and all theology tells you energy is, God is neither created nor destroyed, He is the cause and effect of itself, He is 100% evenly present in all places at all times, He is all-knowing, He is all-powerful. You see, the knowledge that got us into the air has always been here. We didn't just make something out of nothing. When the Wright brothers introduced us to this new kingdom, they just tapped into something that was already here. We've always been able to do that. We've just become aware of how to do it. See, a person that's earning $25,000 a year, they're not earning $25,000 a year because they want 25 a year. They're earning 25 a year because they're not aware of how to earn 50. Any person in this room can become financially independent. There's no trick to it. Dr. Werner von Braun one time pointed out that the natural laws of this universe are so precise that you and I don't have any difficulty today building a spaceship. We can send a person to the moon, and we can literally time the landing with the precision of a fraction of a second. He also said these laws must have been set by someone.
You just have to write down your dream and then write down a list of how do you accomplish them. What do I need to do? What do I need to learn to be able to accomplish those goals? And that's what I do. I don't just sit there and worry about it. I just start doing it.
Alrighty. Good morning, beautiful people. How is everyone doing? Let me know in the chat box if you can hear me loud and clear. If you can see my screen, let me know. Just drop a 111. Normally everything should be good. Good morning. 111. All right. Amazing. Good. Let's start this beautiful morning session. This week and last week was rough, only break-evens and stop losses. Let me check. Let me start with this. That's a fun way to start, to review what you are sending out here. So we have 5 charts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. GU, yeah, probably a break-even idea. I see it immediately. Good reaction, good price action. Market just decided to go higher, so you cannot do anything about that. Euro Canadian, I think I gave Euro Canadian. No, no, I didn't. The way you reacted, or I did. Let me check. Ah, this is the one you were looking for. All right. You wanted to continue that uptrending movement. Still good. Still good what you were looking for, but market just didn't respect and started pushing lower again. You gotta know like the long term. Yeah, I wanted to say it's downtrending, but this is more of a consolidation than a downtrend, of course. So yeah, same thing. I cannot say a lot about it. We got the breakout, we got the retest, we got the price action. Maybe the price action was something that could. No, 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 no. Price action is in place, so I can't say anything about that. That's also a pretty good one. Just a straight stop loss for AUD USD. Gotta check. What is this? Okay. Looking for the breakout retest to the downside from this point on. Yeah. This one I can give you some feedback because personally, let me check. What were you looking for? Why is this so different? AUD USD, right? Yeah. 30-minute time frame. Okay, okay, okay. This was the stop. Yeah, sadly enough, it just pushed higher and then it went in our direction. No, okay. I wanted to say something, but I'm gonna take it back. Yeah, of course. NFP yesterday was pretty nasty. You missed it. Yeah, you should always check your Forex factory before starting the day, of course. So yeah, this was definitely NFP, just pushing higher and then going in the direction. This was a good one. Oh, break even, then take profit. Yeah, happens, happens. I believe now I see why you're sending like a tough week. That's a tough break even. Seeing it hit and then go straight to your take profit, that's one of the toughest break evens you can have. And that was another break even. Yeah, I see, I see, I see. This was, yeah. I understand why you say you had a tough week, but these are the weeks you will have to push through. And I say it a lot of times that let me first make sure. There we go. I say it a lot of times, like you can have like a very good period of trading, like a lot of take profits and so on and so forth. Then everyone is the guru and everyone is the best trader of the planet. But the moment you have like a week like you have had, that's the moment you gotta be close to your risk management plan, your trading plan, and so on and so forth, and don't fuck it up, you know? Excuse me for the language, it was out there before I knew it. But yeah, that's the most important part in my opinion. If it comes down to trading, the moment you have like a bad streak, like a bad week or maybe bad 2 weeks, that's possible that you stick to your plan and stick to your risk management, all right? Because I'm sure, okay, you got stop losses and break evens, but I think the losses are minimum, right? Because of your risk management. If you have big losses that take away a lot of profit that you made in the beginning of the month or the week before, then you should be looking at your risk management again. All right. So that's all right. All right. See you next week. Enjoy your day. And no problem. No problem. That's with pleasure. Always here to help you as good as I can. Good. So let's dive straight into it. Let's see what we had from last week. So we had a couple of different price reps that went pretty strong. And also a couple of price reps that didn't do a lot. But that's what we're going to talk about today. First of all, if you don't know what price rep is, it's pretty simple, right? We have the basics of the market. What is the basic of the market? We have an uptrend, we have a downtrending market, and we have consolidation, all right? These are the three types of movements you have in the market. What we are going to focus on is simply the structure the market creates with these movements, all right? So the lows and the highs, that's what we want to focus on. And every time the market breaks the previous high, we are going to look for a retest and then follow that breakout. So we know that the market broke to the upside, so we can expect the market to continue to the upside. All right. Same thing for the downtrend, of course. We are going to focus on the structure of the movements. Okay, so low, high, low, lower, lower, high. So we see this low is created, the market breaks through that, comes back for the retest, and then goes in that direction. That's exactly what we are doing day in, day out. Same thing for the consolidation. If the market just moves sideways, we can simply use the highs and lows the market has created and wait for the market to break down and retest and follow that breakout direction. Okay, so if we now take a look at AUD/USD, this is perfect. This is beautiful. The market broke out. Like I said, what did we do? The market basics, low, highs, market breaks the highs. We have a higher high. So what are we searching for? A higher low, right? So what have we seen? The market came back for that retest. Oh, I remember this one. It's already a week ago, so sometimes I forget about the different price traps. But I remember, I think this was ready during the session or just before the session. And I told you, if we can get a little retracement, we can run it again to the upside if we don't let the market do its thing. We did get a small retracement. It was pretty hard to react on, of course, because it went pretty fast. If we go to the 5 minute, you will see it. So this was a retest. This was the moment we turned back a little bit, not too much, but still this was an opportunity maybe to get in again. And like you can see, the market gave us a good opportunity. It didn't break the highs, but it didn't have to, right? This was the entry around 15 pip stop, only 36 profit. So if you still react on this small retracement, this would end up in break even. But the first reaction I showed you guys was more on the lower time frames with the 30-minute tweezer bottom and the 15-minute engulfing candle. This was the reaction that you could have placed with an 8 pip stop, and then you see that you had almost 45 pips take profit. So there was some opportunity there. It depends a little bit. If you were reacting just before the session, of course, this was a beautiful one. If you reacted afterwards with this small retracement, I think this would end up break even. Okay, so good. Let me check. Let me first make sure I don't miss out on any price traps I shared last week. Nope. Okay, that's the next one. What do we see here? CHF JPY. This was a very small price trap, but like you can see, the market just broke out, came back for the retest, and continued in that direction. And that's exactly what we were searching for. We got the engulfing on the 1 hour, we got the engulfing on the 30, we got the engulfing on the 15. So every single time frame was showing us that the market could go up. We had a 10 to 15 pip stop, and like you can see, the market just went almost 150 pips in profit. So this was a beautiful, beautiful idea, a beautiful price trap where we had some good opportunities. For Canadian CHF, we also had a beautiful opportunity. The market broke out, came back for the retest, gave us the engulfing on the 1 hour, 30-minute time frame evening star, and then the 50-minute time frame did exactly the same thing with this tweezer top / evening star. All right, so again, a very good price trap here, a beautiful, beautiful movement of around 52 pips. So yeah, another one, another one. Yeah, I can keep showing you this. I'm doing this for weeks already here on my YouTube channel, that I'm sharing these price traps, that I say like wait for the retest, look at price action, and then run the markets. And that's exactly what we are doing here. And yeah, if you want proof of a certain strategy that is working, you want to see it working on a consistent and a long-term basis. For the people who are on here, I see some people who are following me here for years already. And in these years, I've been sharing the same exact things. All right. So please pay attention and get yourself in the charts and backtest this. All right. See, since 4 years already, Diego, I know you're following me for a long time already. Since 4 years, you're following me. And 4 years, tell me, has something changed? Maybe the entry, maybe I have different ways to react right now. Yeah. Price action wise, 5 minute time frames, 30 minutes, 50 minutes, 1 hours, FIP levels, maybe limits. But overall, the basis of the strategy is still the same. See, exactly what I'm saying. Entry, but overall, nothing. All right. So that's why I say keep on backtesting, and the core of the strategy is the most important part of it. Um, my chart indeed has never changed. Maybe my private one. If you would see my private one, you would maybe be surprised. This is my private charting. It's a little bit different. It's white and black, but same background. But yeah, let's move on here. So it changed a little bit. Oh, this is not the right one. I need my public layout. There we go. I have three different layouts. I have one for the public sessions, so for the Wednesdays. Then I have one for the Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday sessions. And then of course I have my own personal layout. All right, good. So what have we seen on Euro Canadian? Market broke out, came back for the retest engulfing candle on the 1 hour time frame, 30-minute time frame engulfing candle, 50-minute time frame again engulfing candle. So many opportunity here, so many time to react. Really, like 15 pip stop. Market went for, if I'm not mistaken, 60 or 70 pips. Let me check. Let me check. Yeah, 77 pips. So with a 15 pip stop, this was beautiful because there was a 1 on 5, 1 on 6 risk to reward possible here. Okay, so that was for Euro Canadian. Euro JPY was a little harder. We got that breakout retest, a very fast retest, and the market started climbing immediately. For me personally, I changed this support the day after, of course, to this new low, but that's it. All right. That's a little bit what I did with Euro JPY. I personally didn't buy this. I just didn't like what I've seen. There was price action. We got like a small move. We got like a small reaction around, yeah, almost 50 pips. So still pretty good though. But what I was looking for after that is simply the breakout retest that we saw here. All right, that's what I gave the people on Monday, I think. Let me check. Yeah, Monday. So we got the breakout, the retest, and boom, a beautiful sell opportunity that I shared Monday on my session. Good. Then we have Euro USD. This was a very hard one. I'm not even going to say you could react on it. There was a breakout retest, but with the news and all these kind of things, it was very hard to react on. It did move pretty strong though, almost 150 pips. But that's not the type of retest, breakout retest we are looking for. Okay. Pound news is kicking in, I think. It's pound, right? Pound news right now. Yeah, the CPI on pounds is kicking in pretty strong. Good. Then we have G8. Like you can see, breakout, came back for the retest beautifully in the zone that I gave you guys. Beautiful reaction on that 1 hour, 30-minute time frame engulfing evening star, 50-minute time frame, same thing, engulfing candle and evening stars. Okay, so a lot of opportunity here with around the 20 pip stop, but the market only went for 54 pips in profit. So this is basically another break-even idea. Okay, so like I said, we had some good opportunities, but we also had some things that just didn't do anything. All right, or it did something, but not what we were looking for. Same thing for GU. We got some reaction on my zone that I was looking for. We got some price action. I'm not gonna hide this. Like you guys know, I'm very transparent in these kind of things. So every single time frame was showing us that the market wanted to go down, but it just didn't. The market just turned around and kept moving up. Okay, that happens. We cannot hit every single time a perfect idea, a perfect price trap, and that's exactly what I said in the beginning when I was reviewing the charts that was sent in the chat. Is like when you have these like bad moments in charting, in trading, this is where your discipline, consistency, and your risk will show off. All right. If you are disciplined and consistent, your risk mostly of the times these bad days or weeks cost you absolutely nothing or like a small portion of your profits you made. All right. If that's not the case, if these bad weeks or bad days went absolutely absurd and took a lot of profits out of you, yeah, then you should review your risk. Okay, I'm in Euro JPY for a sell right now. What do you say about it? Yeah, that's pretty good because I know I shared Euro JPY yesterday. Let me check. Euro JPY, Euro JPY. This one I shared this. So yeah, we basically have the breakout retest if I'm not mistaken. So I'm gonna get back to the charts here. Yeah, definitely. So this was a price drop I gave yesterday in our community, and now we got that breakout, and we are retesting. So you already in the sell right now? Oh yeah, of course. 50-minute engulfing, 30-minute engulfing, 1 hour time frame massive rejection, fill up the imbalance, reaction on the supply. I love it. Stop loss above the highs, above that wick. I love it. I do like this one. You could react live at this point. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just here to give you my knowledge and education so you can find yourself these opportunities. Like you can see, someone sent this out in the chat. That's 100% why I'm here. There we go. So this could be a good life example. Let me say it like that. The only thing that's bothering me right now, 5-minute structure is still respected. So this could be a thing that the market maybe will go a little higher again and then create some new price action. We shall see. We shall see. But I do like this one. I really do. The price action is in place. The only thing, like I said, that's bothering me is this 5-minute, but that doesn't mean anything if the higher time frames are showing us that the market wants to go down. Okay, let's go. NZD/USD, same thing like AUD/USD. This was already ready just before the session, so I'm gonna just delete it. Know that this was a take profit. Market beautifully went for 34 pips in profit, so amazing, amazing idea. Just go back to the recording to see how I would react on that. Next one was USD Canadian. Sadly enough, with USD Canadian, the market broke, came back to the retest, but missed out on our zone with only a few pipettes. So no retest means no trade. Okay, so there we go. So the first one we have for today is Euro JPY. Let's see where we can get with this one. Like I said, there's one thing that's bothering me, that 5-minute time frame. If we go a little higher here, and we respect, of course, the previous structure, I still believe in these cells, okay? Because I'm more looking over 4-hour retracement into this zone here, right? So we still have a lot of room. We have room of, I think, yeah, almost 70 pips. So that's great. That's great. Maybe let me put that zone on there and see if we can get a retest next week. There we go. Let's put it on there, of course. Yeah, we are here right now, but let's just say here, stop loss 9 till the wick. I want to give the market enough room with this one. Let's go for a 15. Something like that. 45 to the lows. I like that. We don't even have to break, really. We just need to test these lows again. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Good. I'm gonna check the markets for some new price drops for this week. I have been through the markets and I've already seen that it's not the most exciting markets. CHF JPY, we can use this one. This is a very clean price trap. Yeah, let me use this high. There we go. Canadian CHF, I'm gonna leave that alone. Euro AD, yeah, why not? Let's use this one. We have some good structure here. Today we do have a very exciting day, especially for the community here in Belgium. We have an amazing event this evening with some amazing speakers. One who has a lot of experience when it comes down to trading, and one or two, if I count myself, and then one who has a lot of experience in the business world. So it's an evening you cannot miss. If you're not in your community, you're watching this recording, and you are from Belgium, you can be from Germany, France, or the Netherlands, of course, but then you will have to drive a little. But if you want more information about that event, let me know. I'll help you out. There we go. Let's see. We got a sell on NSDC Chev yesterday here, but for me it ended up break even. So we got the breakout, the retest, and then the small push. NSDJPY, same thing. I got that support breakout retest here. I'm doubting a bit. Maybe we can use it like this, but I'm gonna put an arrow on my chart because there is a high possibility that the market maybe go above that wick and then just drops. All right, so it will retest maybe just the supply sitting above to then follow the downtrend move. That's a little bit to be careful for if we have the breakout to the upside. UCAT, nope. I don't really like what I'm seeing here. Maybe you, Chef, if we can get a good retest here. There we go. UJ, nope. Yeah, you can trap gold, but not gonna do that. That's more of a 4-hour price trap. You can trap it, definitely, but I don't like what I'm seeing right now personally, so I'm not gonna do it. You can look for breakout retest of that 4-hour zone and that 4-hour zone here, breakout retest to the downside, but nah, I'm gonna leave it personally. Let me check if I have some new or more price traps. Do you guys have some pairs you're looking at for today? Let me know. Because I think that will be it for us right now. Euro JPY needs to reject, otherwise you will see that push higher, what I've been talking about. That sell on GJ did work out. I mean, okay, I will check. Let me first see that I do not miss anything, but it looks like that will be it. Yeah, looks like it. No, that's not really a great idea in my opinion. I do see what you were looking for or what you are looking for. If you're buying it right now, I personally don't really like. First of all, I don't like the price trap itself. Like I know what you're looking for. You really want to follow up what we have seen here. Breakout retest, breakout retest, breakout retest. And to be honest, yeah, makes sense that you're looking for that, but your reaction, I think that was the reaction. And I think we won't hold that. You're looking for a sell on Euro JPY. Yeah, but you're more of a long-term trader, of course. That's why I say if we don't respect this, don't be surprised if we just retest a little higher and then start dropping, okay? No, it was not today. Oh, okay. This one, like Tuesday, this push. For the rest, I don't really see anything. Or maybe this one, the breakout retest here. I like this one more. Good, 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 good. Let me check pretty quick. Did I do something with this? Yeah, I did. Ooh. Hmm. There we go. Yeah, yeah, that's what I thought. I personally, the price trap itself is pretty how do I say it? Messy. But I do understand the reaction, of course. Definitely. Nope, this is gonna hit. I think this is gonna hit. Personally, we're gonna get that push. If not, Perfect, of course. All right, so these are the price shots. We have 2, 4, 6, 7 price shots, not that much, but more than enough, of course. Let me check, let me check. US 30. Yeah, yesterday I just did some good things on the indices. What I did yesterday, just gonna quickly show, but I'm not gonna share the indices yet here. So yesterday I took the breakout, the retest, the sell. 1 on 3 here. Here, same thing. Let me delete this first. The breakout, the retest, the sell, another 1 on 3. Then NAS didn't do anything. That was not the cleanest, and also personally I didn't really like it. That's what I did with the indices. Good. So these were the price traps. Good. Then we're gonna check the cryptos because yeah, we got some interesting things there. I always need to remind myself that it's a week ago that we reviewed together. But I was watching for, of course, the weekly close. This is always the first thing I've been watching in the start of the week, of course. And I think I said it. I'm not sure if I said it yet last week. If we reject too hard on that weekly time frame, I do expect the market to dip a little lower. All right, and that's what we have seen. We have a rejection and even a bearish candle in the weekly time frame, and that's exactly the reaction that we are seeing right now. I drew this out here, and the one thing that didn't happen is the one thing I drew up is the breakout retest to the upside. All right. The market simply respected the previous highs, and that's the reason why we saw the market dropping. And that's also why I drew it like this. It's like we need a breakout to get higher, and we did not get that breakout. So I wouldn't be surprised personally if we would take out one of these lows, one of these two, not this one of these two lows, and then maybe have that push that we are looking for. We shall see. We can also perfectly just break out to the upside, of course. But if we break to the downside, we gotta be paying attention here. Yeah, I will. I will. I will. The indices, I'm not sharing it yet for the public part, but I will be sharing it in our private Discord. That's no problem. But good. That's a little bit for Bitcoin. So we are still in that same consolidation moment here, and we will be breaking one of the two directions. Then we will have our answer if we will see another rise to the upside or maybe just a deeper retracement into these levels. All right. I do believe we can go a little lower though. So yeah, we shall see. We shall see. Maybe just retest at 80, just below. That's possible. But we shall see. That's more of a crystal ball theory that I'm using here. For Ethereum, yeah, this was a little surprise for me personally because yeah, we were having that great uptrending movement here. Of course, it's not that big of a surprise because I was looking at this daily supply zone and this got respected beautifully. But let's see where we are right now because now we are back at demand zones. And let's see if we can really respect this. Same thing for that weekly time frame. I saw this rejection, so for me, it's not the big of surprise that the market is going deeper again. So same thing as Bitcoin. I wouldn't be that surprised if the market would retest a little lower. So take out these weak lows. All right. I wouldn't be surprised if we see that. Okay. So that's a little bit it for the crypto. It's really an Ethereum Bitcoin game in my opinion. What's very interesting right now, and that's really what caught my attention also this week, is that this Ethereum Bitcoin chart has broken his resistance on the daily time frame and is now retesting. So let's see if we can see the Ethereum chart gaining power against Bitcoin. I do believe that we can see another alt push or maybe another Ethereum run. That's a little bit the big question we have here. Okay, first let's focus on what happens with Ethereum and Bitcoin, and then we shall see how it will develop further. In this week. Okay. Another thing, please watch that weekly. If we can reject to the upside right now, I'm really pushing or I'm really looking for higher prices again. But if we again close a bearish close with a bearish candle, I really see these lows getting taken out. Okay, good. One more thing, news. So we have not a lot of news. The GDP on NZD tonight, so that's something to look at. Also some pound news tomorrow, together with the USD CPI and the unemployment claims. European Central Bank also one. All things. I said it before, it's not that you cannot trade anymore because there's news, but you just want to be aware that if you see the market spiking like crazy, that yeah, there are just news events happening. I personally do like the news because there's a lot of volume that can push your market in your direction, but you just want to be aware and be careful of it. Of course, for the next week, it's more of a calm week because we also have, of course, here the bank holidays. It's Christmas here, so that will be a very calm day. Um, I'm thinking, am I gonna do a session next week? Normally, I will. Yeah, normally I will announce if it's not the case, but normally I will do a session next week. Um, but all right, that will be it. That will be it. So we do have a few price traps still in between the zones. Here we have Euro JPY, but like I said, I don't think I'm almost sure that we will have that push higher. The other ones we need to wait for the breakouts. USHF is the only one where we can wait for a retest. Okay, so that's a little bit it for the price swaps for today. Like I said, the indices will be shared in our private part of Discord. Um, and of course, the price swaps, all of the price swaps will be shared in our public part of the Discord, so you can just copy and paste these charts into your own trading view. All right. You will see the Discord on my YouTube channel, like always. Like I said, tonight we have a pretty big event. I'm really excited for tonight. I hope you guys are also excited for the people who are coming. If you're coming, please make sure to grab your tickets so we have a clear view of how many people are coming and who is coming. And yeah, we see each other tonight for an amazing event. Okay. Thank you for being here. We see each other next week on Wednesday. Like I said, I will update you. Normally, I'm giving the session 100%, but I will update you if it's not the case. Okay. So thank you all for being here. I wish you all a beautiful, beautiful Wednesday, and then we see each other back next week again for a brand new price swap session. Thank you all. See you very soon again. Ciao, ciao.